going into game 2, we'll set up, and then I will choose whether or not we go to his or my battlefield. Which my battlefield helps him out a lot as well.
Yep, lets me resolve without paying a pay side. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just double checking that I actually knew what that battlefield did.
Yeah, you get to resolve one of your dice, but if it has a resource cost, you get to, it doesn't.
Doesn't get paid. Yeah.
So.
All right.
Remember to always present your opponent your deck.
2, 3, 4, 5. I threw away my price dice. Rip.
Good.
So
Good.
Before mulligan, 1,
I'm
2,
actually going to keep my whole hand.
5.
So I'm going to keep this whole hand. So we have a couple options in this hand. And we have a curve for depending on what happens. So
those guys get thrown back because I don't expect to have the battlefield starting off. This guy gets kept because it's amazing. And between these two cards, I probably want to keep this card because it gets overwritten later. So these cards go away, and I draw 3.
I think the deciding factor in setup, I don't want him to be a 14 health Cad Bane. That's really bad for me, and this is also kind of bad. But the one you're going to be claiming almost every round.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you'll leave dice out there that I would be resolved regardless. This can hurt me, but also giving you a free resource at the beginning of every
So
turn.
that has the potential to hurt you. This will always hurt you.
And that's really what I'm getting at, is that. But this, so this might hurt me, but also is giving you 2 health on Cad Bane.
Right.
So it's kind of just depending. I mean, you have a glass cannon deck essentially. You do play it a little bit more defensively than I expected with the Duggins and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. So I think we're just going to go with Rebel War Room.
All right. Well, as you might expect, Cad gets 2 shields. And he's almost evaded.
He's almost a Vader.
But you taking that, your battlefield also turns price off for a turn.
It does. And so I'm going to start things off with the Ancient Lightsaber.
Ooh.
Spicy.
I'm going to start things off with an Imperial HQ.
What if I see QA?
Then I cry a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I am just gonna say FML, and let's doubt that die. It's better than the 3.
Deal 1. We're gonna go ahead and Destiny. Removing the 2. Let's play Ezra's Lightsaber
Not bad.
on Wookie Warrior. And so if those went unmitigated, I was just going to throw the 6 there.
Yeah.
If it had gotten mitigated, then I would have did that.
Truce.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Action. X8 Night Sniper. Activate with ambush.
Okay. And that takes both your resources, correct?
Correct. Good job, Gad. We're going to go ahead
You
and...
did it. Discard my 2 cards.
Yeah, discard.
Okay, you hit a Pacify and a Beguile, so that was really strong. I'm going to go ahead and roll in. Well, actually, just in case, go ahead and ping off that shield.
Alright, price will come in. Special on a resource. I'm going to go ahead and take a resource.
Okay. Gonna roll in my girl over here.
Use this to turn to here.
Gonna disrupt you.
And I'll claim.
Yep. Deal the 3 to Ayla or Wookie.
Definitely Ayla.
Okay. So you'll see the deck kind of do what it's supposed to do now that it's going to have weapons all over the place. So we're going to do 2 more to Cad Bane, and then we're going to do 2 more to Cad Bane. So a total of 4. So we're able to drop 6 damage into Cad Bane still. Took 3. We have 2 upgrades on the board. Couldn't really ask for much more on that.
Passing.
Yes, sir.
All right. So 2 resources to start the turn.
So this is what I drew into. I think it's pretty good.
And meanwhile, I've got this stuff.
The stuff.
So, something that you'll notice between turns where I don't have the battlefield and turns where I do. When I do have the battlefield, the first thing that happens is Price gets activated. Yeah. And that's specifically so that her dice are out there potentially on specials for me to activate with ambush and use her special. If I don't have the battlefield, it doesn't really matter. But
right. I think we go ahead and roll out Rose.
Getting that money.
Yes, sir. Right here.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and activate CAD the old-fashioned way.
Oh, wow.
For triple blanks.
Super wow. I'm going to go ahead and use caution to remove Rose's die to put
Gain
3 shields on Ayla. So essentially, she's full health again. My awesome Maul shield tokens.
I am going to go ahead and use this to turn there. And we will resolve it for 4.
I'm going to put Ezra's lightsaber on her.
Cat.
Oh, you're right. I totally did not even see it on the board. I'm glad you said that. Yes, let's roll an Ayla.
4 indirect and a shield.
As my boy would say to Yoda, fuck you, Price!
Fuck you, Price! Meet shield! Alright.
But 4 damage is 4 damage regardless.
Let's go ahead and drop the 2 damage in.
So we're going to go ahead and deal the 4.
So as was just said, fuck you, Price. Alright. We are going to discard and reroll.
Mind trick. We're going to remove this one.
Sir, what if I wanted to put them both in the same pool?
Then I'll remove both of them.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and use Dug In. Gain 3 shields.
Okay. I'm going to roll in Wookie Warrior.
And that's 2 unblockable, right?
It is just 2 damage.
Okay. I feel like I want to discard that card. Come on, X8. You got 2 good sides. Let's go. I mean, that's not bad either. We'll take our money.
That isn't bad.
Nice. I'm going to go ahead and bait and switch. Use Imperial HQ to deal 3.
Okay. So question. Why didn't you claim?
Because I've got another card in my hand.
I got you. I didn't know you had it. Cause
I hide it from you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and deal 2 in a CAD.
And now you can claim to resolve that for free if you really wanted to. So I'm just going to go ahead and doubt it. And you can no longer resolve it, so you must remove it.
Yep, and I'm going to claim and resolve. Well, so I'm gonna. I think I need to claim, even if my first action is to heal up, because that puts you off of her, and I know you're going to be drawing into a gun next round. So having the extra resource for possible mitigation is pretty crucial. But I was able to do some decent damage that turn.
Let's see if his prediction was correct.
Probably. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is... So, I don't think healing 2 here would do much good.
So healing 2 puts you at 3 damage away, which is still easily killable.
Yep.
But
so I think the better play here is just to get more out of her.
Overwrite for heirloom to get the redeploy.
To get the redeploy.
It's not a bad choice either.
And the reason I chose that instead is because if you're going to put a dice into her anyways, because it would only take 1 die, I might as well get value out of it, being able to go to another character.
Very true. So I am going to go ahead and use Well Connected. You gain a resource, you may draw a card.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I'm going to play Reaping the Crystal. It allows me to play a 3-drop upgrade for 2. So I'm going to play a second heirloom onto her. So it makes her a lot less wanting to kill. Like you definitely want to kill her, but it's the oofs, you know?
Okay. So let's go ahead and CAD action.
Yes, sir.
We are going to... Actually, we're not CAD actioning yet. I feel like I want to go kind of just balls to the walls here.
That's crazy.
Let's have some fun. So we're going to play a holdout blaster for 2.
And then
with ambush.
Action to
overwrite.
So second LL30.
To an LL30. And activate with ambush. Hold out. Now both of my weapons are redeployed for when he dies. There's 1 less pay side on the board. And I've still got 1 resource and Imperial HQ. So.
Hot mama.
There we go. Alright. So, with my ambush action, we'll go ahead and put 1 into her to kill her. Put 5 into Wookie Warrior with Imperial HQ to not pay anything. And go on to your turn. All Jedi Rose. I don't know, I think Rose...
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, because if you're already targeting Wookie, might as well get max value out of Wookie.
If I happen to kill him after you already roll in.
Right.
Which is definitely possible with Price.
For sure, for sure.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and use He Doesn't Like You to remove this die and remove that die.
Okay. That's bad.
Discarding your second Destiny. And I feel like I kind of want to use this just while it's already showing little damage. Let's go ahead and electroshock that.
Okay.
Price will roll in to the special end of this card. Sorry, I flipped it, but it ended up on the same thing anyway.
You're fine.
Nice. We're going to go ahead and special to the 2.
You go ahead and do the 2 here.
1 to shield, 1 to CAD, and you're going to get to claim and deal 2 damage. Do I want you to claim and deal 2 damage? You've still got a card in your hand, so you can discard to reroll. Chances of you getting a resource are 1 in 3. Chances of, I don't know if you'd keep him or reroll, but if you reroll, it's a 1 in 3 chance of getting the same or better.
Do you have cards in your hand?
I do not.
Claim. Resolve.
Oh, that's true. It resolves. I don't even know what I'm thinking, so resolve, deal 2 damage. Reroll trying for the resource, didn't get it. We'll move into the next round.
So, my dice just didn't work out for me, plus the mitigation. So far.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, the mitigation really saved that turn for me. It was going to get real nasty without it.
This is the turn where he drops, where I expect Takmak into the ability.
Well, we aren't doing anything like that just yet. We're going to go ahead and price for a special and a discard.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will go ahead and Takmak. I unfortunately do not have a gun, so first action will be to just activate CAD. Okay, and then second action. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he needs 3 damage to die. Alright, so we will bait and switch to the 2. And then resolve with Imperial HQ and 1 resource. So 3 here and then 5 there.
My dice have not liked me today.
It's very hard to win a game of Destiny when your dice aren't doing great.
And so I had a spot there to play Second Chance over it. I just didn't like it.
Right.
I could have played it over the Ezra and kept these two and still got value. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was.
Well, my problem is you still have 4 or 5 cards in hand. So you've got plenty of reroll.
I don't think it matters unless I god roll.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I
11.
have 8. I can kill him, but her being at 4 with Price out there with redeploy guns.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and price special to the 3 damage.
And so now she's at 1 health. Like,
Yeah. It's gonna be hard.
I just don't see it. Especially if you roll like that.
I wonder if you claim into... Yeah, you do, because that's how Emperor's Throne Room works. So you can claim to resolve the special.
That die. Yeah, because it's not then.
So I could have just claimed to resolve the special to turn to the 2 and deal the 3, but... I'm going to go
You might
ahead.
play this over Theed.
I mean, it's not bad. It was in contention, and I did actually use it for a little bit. But I felt like I actually got less use out of it than I did Theed when in testing. So you're going to deal that 3 damage. I just want to try and get a card out of your hand, unless friends in low. Nope. No cards out of your hand.
3.
And I'll claim.
Two more.
1, 2 health left.
And then heal.
What'd you overwrite?
I overwrote Ezra's.
Oh, for an ancient. Gotcha.
Ancient.
And discard. No, no damage.
My dice hate me. That's fine.
Came pretty close. Alright. So, just in case CAD doesn't kill you, I need to go ahead and activate him and leave her open for redeploys. I am going to go ahead and... Action to play an X8 Night Sniper. Activate with ambush.
And roll in a 3. And claim and GG.
Well, I don't need to claim. I can
We can
Truce, and then Imperial HQ for 6.
Well, all she needs is 3.
I can't count. But yeah.
That's what I was saying. All you had to do was roll in and
Do was
claim.
roll in and claim, yeah. So there it is.
So I just got smashed in 2 games.
Well, the first game was a loss because of a misplay on mitigation. That game
and
was
this is kind of the same
dice,
thing.
you know, not
Well, no.
also the mitigation, yeah.
Because he would have still had 2 heirlooms in the pool, and the Ezra's wasn't really doing that much. All the dice would have went into him, so all that dice would have went here. So I think he would have still died, but she would have been full health.
That's very true.
So
and I don't know if he would have died immediately right then.
Well, you had enough to pop the second chance,
And then deal 5 more.
and
Yeah,
then
you're
deal
right.
5 more. So he would have died,
But she would have had
and then
more
she would have had her full health.
Yeah.
And so that could have gave me time to kill,
Yeah.
and her be at 6. So it's reasonable at that point.
Right.
But yeah, appreciate you guys. We'll try to get some more games in with this, just to kind of show you what more it does. Whether it's against this deck or not, doesn't really matter. All right, guys, peace.